Hi friends, my name is Arun and I am going to share some unique experience I had during my school days. After I am done brushing my teeth and before I head out for breakfast, I pause for a few moments near the window to meet a special friend of mine. As always, my friend waits for me on top of the white building. It is no ordinary crow, it is a raven. What's so special about it is what everyone asks me. But to me, it is important. My grandmother tells me that our ancestors come in the form of a raven to watch over us and that it is a guardian angel. Looking at the trees and finding the raven gives me a positive feeling every day. One day, as I was walking to school with my friend, I noticed an unusual construction work going on in our area. Hey Shiv, what construction is going on here, man?
Just some cell phone tower.
These birds not only have cultural significance but have environmental significance too. It is an indication of the natural wealth and life supporting power of the area. The birds are a crucial link in the ecosystem and act as mediators in the cycle of life. Understanding of the natural balance is why birds are worshipped in many cultures nowadays. If we understand this, we will be able to coexist with them. But as the days passed by, I started seeing lesser number of birds, which was strange because there's no pollution in our area and not too many buildings either. After a week, I could see none. Wherever I looked, there were bushes, trees, but no birds. Some days went by and I finally did see a bird. But the way the bird was sitting looked odd to me. As I went closer, I could not believe my eyes. Mere words cannot describe the sorrow I felt. It was not the last one I found in such a state. In the following days, many more dead birds appeared in our area. It made me wonder as to what could be the reason for such a disaster to occur in our peaceful area. In the nights that followed, I had a lot of trouble sleeping and I could never get the image of the dead bird out of my head. The severity of the nightmares increased exponentially as the days passed. The thought of the dead raven had begun to bother me more than I had imagined. I felt depressed most of the time. I could never get myself to sleep after a nightmare. My friends started asking me if I was ill. How could they have not noticed the ongoing disaster? Do birds mean nothing to them? All these thoughts started to drive me crazy. It was as if the nightmares were a warning of some kind of disaster to come. I sat and thought about it for some time. After putting some thought into it, I had a feeling that this was a result of some man-made intervention in our area. And the only man-made change in our area in the past few weeks was a project to construct cell phone towers in our village. I remember seeing some news about radiation from the towers. I had to check it out. So I went online. Funny how a project that increased my net speed decreased the net population of birds in my area. To my surprise, I found out that birds are not the only victims of this radiation problem. It affects everyone and everything. After some browsing, I understood the severity of the problem. Even the government had been pressurized by many ecologists regarding this issue, and it's an ongoing battle even today. Something had to be done about these rapidly increasing cell phone towers. It may affect connectivity, but it is not worth the risk. At least in my eyes, the effects outweigh the benefits. There are many articles and reports describing the details of this problem. The EMR, that is electromagnetic radiation, has fatal effects on the birds' eggs and this affects the future population and endangers these beautiful creatures. To my surprise, I found an article showing crows sitting in one such tower. Poor creatures. If only someone could warn them. Even the Ministry of Environment and Forest is dodging the problem by conducting further study into the matters and not actually doing anything about it. Because of the high financial gain margin and improvement in cell phone signals, it is easy to acquire permit to construct these towers. I even heard that the empty plot next to ours had been acquired by a cell phone company. I hoped it was just a rumor. Sadly, it wasn't. Now there is a tower right next to where I stay. No wonder my friends stopped visiting me. So I took it as my responsibility to represent the cause of these birds and prepared a report because my friend from school had informed me that the collector had come to visit our area. Haida.
Hi Arun, I talked about your problem to my father. He said his friend is a collector over here. We'll go and meet him.
Okay, fine, let's go.
Arun, collector seems to be in the cell phone tower site right now. If we go within half an hour, we can meet him.
Okay, let's go fast. Good morning, sir. Sir, we are students from Amrita School, sir. We would like you to check this report, sir. Please, sir.
What is this about?
Sir, it's about the birds and how they are affected by the radiation of these towers, sir. Sir, in this report I have included some actual findings about the Orissa radiation tower problem, sir. They have found out that many crows have been dying in the local areas because of these radiation towers. The radiation is so strong that it is also affecting many other biological systems, sir. Even human babies are being affected by this radiation, sir. This will not have short-term effects, but they will have long-term effects, sir. So that is why even if you see in foreign countries like America, they are not allowing the government to build radiation towers near schools and all that, sir. Many animals are being affected by this system, and you know that the animals are important for the ecosystem, sir. Even bees are being disturbed. Their egg production and all is being disturbed, sir. If you go through it, you can see in the reports, sir. Look into it. Okay?
Fine, I'll look into it and you can call me later, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I think he has sense in what he has told.
Look, I don't have time for this, okay? I have some important work to do right now. Now look, we can take care of the palm trees right there.
Okay, sir.
There is a very famous saying that we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have just borrowed it from our children. And it is our duty to make sure that this earth remains beautiful, even for them. But are we even bothered? I don't think so. We are so dependent on technology that we do everything we can to make sure that our life is luxurious. Take cell phones. We are so dependent on it that not even a single hour goes without us using it. And to make sure that there is full connectivity everywhere, we build up more and more cell phone towers. And these cell phone towers emit an extremely large amount of electromagnetic waves, which is very dangerous for both human beings and flora and fauna. There is a fact that birds require their own inbuilt intuitive sense for traveling around the world, and these electromagnetic waves mess around with it, leading to their death. Indirectly or directly, we human beings are responsible for it, and it is up to us to do something about it.